So Instacart has pissed me off this morning, and I'm about to tell you all about it. So it is Sunday morning here in Austin. I get up, I get dressed. I decide it is time for me to get up, get out, and hustle. So just like I do typically on weekends, I drive to Sam's Club to do an order, and I go there early in advance of the store opening with my fingers crossed that I might get a premier batch. Did not happen. So as I'm sitting there waiting on a good batch to come through, I see a batch that's going 8 miles, paying $28 for 32 items. I'll say it again. 8 miles, $28 for 32 items. Now, this isn't normally the type of batch I would even take, but I figured I'm here, it's 8 miles, I can knock this out. Let's go ahead and do it. So against my better judgment, I click swipe, I accept the order, and we're off. I go into Sam's Club, and because Sam's Club is a store that I shop at frequently, I am confident that I should be able to grab everything I need inside of the store within maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So I get in there, and just like clockwork, I'm grabbing this, I'm grabbing that, I'm grabbing this, I'm grabbing that. Then this particular customer has a bunch of prepared food items. She had Brussels sprouts, twice baked potatoes, barbecue ribs. I know you're probably getting hungry, but that's not what we're here for. She had some sushi, she had some dumplings. She had a bunch of prepared foods. Probably 30% of her order, 30 to 35% of this order was prepared foods. So after I grab most of the stuff that she needs, I head to the prepared food section to grab all of the foods that she wants. As soon as I get over there, it's spaghetti-o. I already know that these items are not going to be available. So keep in mind, like I told you earlier, it's paying $28 to go 8 miles for 32 items. So every time an item is not available, and with prepared foods, you don't have the options of substituting, right? So every time an item is not available, that means that my pay is being reduced. This order was already on the low end, right? So I'm not going to do this order going 8 miles for any less than $28. I came in the store for $28. I need to leave out of this store with $28. If it's not $28, get somebody else to do it. I don't want it. So when I started shopping for the prepared foods, and I noticed that probably 7 of the 10 items that she wants is not available, I reach out to Instacart and say, hey, we have a problem. So Instacart takes it upon themselves to reach out to this customer, not once, not twice, but multiple times. Now, meanwhile, I'm standing around the store for 10 plus minutes, waiting for a resolution, looking stuck on stupid. So around that 11th minute, I decided, okay, we're going to go to the car and sit down and wait for a resolution because I don't want to sit around the store looking crazy. So I'm sitting in the car. They finally get the customer on the line, and the customer's response is, have her continue shopping for the order. By the time she's finished shopping for the order, perhaps the prepared foods will be available because I was advised that it should take about an hour. The problem here is it only takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to shop here in Sam's Club because I shop here very often. I know this store like the back of my hand. I can get in and I can get out. So knowing that, I know that these foods aren't going to be available. And knowing that, I know that I'm going to wind up leaving this store without 30% of the customer's items. And knowing I don't have 30% of the customer's items means that my pay is going to be affected by at least 30%. Now, keep in mind, it was only $28 to begin with. $28 to begin with. And also keep in mind, let's say worst case scenario, I was able to stand around the store for an additional hour. You want me to stand around the store, shop, pack all these items up, check out, pack them into my car, drive to your delivery location, unpack them at your delivery location. For $28, we're talking an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of work. I am not a minimum wage worker, and shout out to those who are. I'm not making light of you. I'm just simply saying that's not how I get down. At $28, I knew that I could make that in less than an hour, and that is the only reason why I accepted that order. Now that I've been on the phone with support for 20 minutes, you guys are affecting my time. And here's the thing that really upsets me about this, right? The time for my shopping completion is being affected because I'm on the phone with dispatch, right, or with chat support. In addition to that, the number of items that I find in the store is being affected because these are metrics that they judge you by on Instacart is being affected, not because I don't know what I'm doing, because these items are not available. In addition to that, my pay is also being affected. So I feel like as the shopper, I'm getting the short end of this stick. And so for that reason, I just simply said, listen, just cancel this order. The advisor told me I can't cancel it. If I cancel it, I can only cancel it if the customer requests. Well, I said to cancel it, okay? Because keep in mind, even though I'm a driver, I'm also a customer. Cancel this order. I don't care if it causes me to get a defect on my account, which it shouldn't cause me to get a defect, but that is another problem. Low pay, you get a defect, your shopping time is affected. So there are so many cons that the driver has to put up with, and Instacart just gives absolutely no credence to what drivers goes through, and I feel like they don't compensate them accordingly. No one should have to go into a store and wait around for an hour plus to shop for an order. And this is why I have a love-hate relationship with Instacart, and why sometimes I contemplate saying, you know what, it's time to delete the app.